Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is Kisu. Today we're gonna talk about something really special, tarot. But this is gonna be a little bit different. We're gonna explore a message that you were meant to see. If you're here right now, these cards came forward today have something like really powerful for you, and you need to listen to this. So let's start with our first card, Five of Cups. Now, usually this card is associated with feelings of grief, disappointment, or loss. The message here is that while we may face emotional setbacks or challenges, there's always something valuable still available to us. So it's like we might be thinking about like losing someone important to us, like still thinking about the past, but we should be able to see the opportunities, and we shouldn't like think about the past all the time because it's in the past. So maybe you've been through something that left you feeling defeated or heartbroken. Perhaps you're way too focused on the past, regretting your decisions, or fixating on what could have been. But it is okay to grieve. Don't forget that there's still there's still future for you, you know. There's still possibilities for joy and growth. You've been through a lot. I can see that, but the universe isn't done with you yet, and there's still opportunities and possibilities for you in the future. And our next card, this card speaks of resilience, strength, and perseverance. This card, Nine of Wands, is often called as Wounded Warrior, which I'm pretty sure makes sense to you right now. You see, this card shows someone who's been through a battle, hardships, like real difficult times. Even though they're bruised and exhausted, they're still going, you know, they didn't give up. So you should also not give up. Despite the struggles, you're still standing, but it also asks you to be aware of while you're strong, you may be feeling defensive, tired, or overwhelmed, and these are all okay. You do need some time for yourself, and you don't have to be tough all the time, you know. It's normal. You don't have to be strong all the time because no matter what happens, sometimes when you're tired, when you're overwhelmed, exhausted, or anything, you do need some time for yourself, and you should give that time to yourself. You are in a place where you've been feeling like giving up, or your energy is running low, but this card is telling you that you need to keep going. Don't stop. You've been through challenges, yes, but those experiences have built your strength. You're who you are today because of those challenges. You fought for what you believe in. You're closer than you think to reaching a breakthrough, you know. After all these hardships, difficult times, we grow up. And sometimes, although it's not nice, it's needed. And also remember that even though you're wounded, you're still a warrior. And you're not alone. You're never alone, really. You don't have to fight blindly. You can assess your resources, check in with yourself, and decide if you're ready to continue. If you're not, you should rest. You should take some time for yourself. You should recharge yourself before moving, you know? Sometimes the hardest thing is realizing that you're more like resilient than you give yourself credit for. You made it through before. I can see that here, and you can do it again, and you will do it again. But you just need some time for yourself. And now, third card, the Hangman. Um, this is one of the most interesting, and I think sometimes one of those misunderstood cards, like death. Um, this card speaks to surrender, you know, letting go, which means you have to let things go and see things from a different perspective. So basically, you need to change your perspective actually. It's about suspension. being in a state of pause while you revelate where you're going, what you're gonna do in the future. This card is not about action or effort. It's about stillness, you need to be still. I do know that you're feeling like you're stuck in a situation, you can't move forward. If you feel like you've been waiting for a long time and things are not moving, like you're stuck. However, sometimes this pause is necessary. Sometimes you need this pause to be able to control what's going to happen in the future. This is a moment for you to release control, step back, and let go of old beliefs or patterns that no longer serve you. You need to change your cycles. You need to change some things in your life that if they're not serving you anymore, you don't need them. You need to change some things for yourself. Sometimes the greatest shifts happen when we stop pushing and allow things to unfold naturally. The hangman is reminding you that there is wisdom in surrendering. There's wisdom in seeing the bigger picture. If you're feeling stuck, remember that often we need to let go of what we think we know in order to gain deeper insight into where we're truly meant to go. Otherwise, changing the things that we already know, it can be quite difficult because those are the things that we're used to. Like, obviously, parents are parents for a reason. So it's really difficult to change these things. And that's why you need to pause for a while. You need to revelate everything. You need to think about your past and future. Because you can change your future. You can still change your future. And you should do it. So basically, what does all of this mean for you? It means that, like, this is a really powerful message for you about your journey in the future. Maybe these times they're gonna change your whole 2025. So you should be really careful about this. You might have faced some kind of loss or disappointment lately. You may feel exhausted or on the brink of like giving up. But the universe is telling you that it's not over yet. This is just a pause for you, the time to reflect on your past, which is gonna like change your future for the best. Sometimes we just need to hit that pause to frame our perspective, change our patterns or cycles. Sometimes it's time to stop focusing on what's not working for you, to see things from a new angle. It's time to acknowledge your strength and resilience. You need to recognize that you already overcome so much. You're not alone in this journey because I'm also getting that you might think that you're alone, but you're not. You're never alone. If you're here today, it's because you were meant to see this. The cards are guiding you toward a deeper understanding of where you're right now, what steps you can take to move forward, and it tells you that you got this. You will heal from past hurts. You will summon your inner strength, and you will take a step back to gain a new perspective because you're on the right path. You need to trust the process and trust yourself. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for being here today. I hope these messages resonated with you. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.